Speak up, speak out. Let's talk about it. Welcome to the show where you can show your love, no doubt about it. Where self-love and self-worth are the topics of the day. Right here on the Just Blah Show, where love is the only way. And here are your hosts, Barb and Faye.
So, Barb, I was wondering, how can you let the listeners know how it would be easier for them to stay present and focused in their lives? We have so many distractions in the world. What can we do?
Well, the key word in that question is focus. So what we focus on, I mean, we've all heard this a million times, in our day, in our practices and search, that what we focus on is what is our reality. So, and this all comes back to the brain and the way we process. And so in our short-term memory, we don't hold on to stuff too often and we lose it. But if we focus on something, like you're studying for something, and we repetitively look at it, then it goes into our long-term memory. So that is how we change our perception of our reality, is by focusing on what we do want instead of what we don't want. If we focus on the don't wants, it actually comes into focus more.
Okay, so you're saying that it amounts to the level of attention that you're giving the focus or the thought. Can the focus be a thought also?
It can be a thought, yes. So the thought pattern is what the focus is in the brain. And if you keep bringing up the thought of I can't, right? I can't do this and I can't do that. Mm-hmm. The brain starts limiting our belief system into believing that you are limited in whatever you're believing. So, and it's not to minimize the feelings or the beliefs that come through. It's making space to question it, to expand, so you can focus on what you do want.
I was reading the other day about the art of Zen. And in that Zen, it's where you are totally and completely focused on what's going on right in front of you, mm-hmm. and everything else, the past and the present, aren't there to focus on. So if people were to get into focusing on what they're doing right at that moment, that brings them back to the present. And how does that help their lives?
Well, being present is the only place you can be creative.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, we can't be creative in the past and we can't be creative in the future. So in order to be present, because everybody wants to be more creativity, it could be more creative in whatever avenue you're looking at, mom, employer, employee, coach, it doesn't matter, artist. If we are stuck in the story of the past, or we're worrying about the future, the creativity part or that part of our brain shuts down.
So if you want to be more creative, stay right in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Such a simple concept, but very hard for all of us to do.
Yes.
Thank you so much for your insight, Barb.
Thanks, Cassandra.